everybody. Kind of had a foobar last night. When I got home and plugged my car in, occasionally it will say charger cord not connected. And I don't think too much about that anymore because I have it on delay charging to start. And sometimes that comes up and it charges fine. Well, last night it did not charge. And I didn't double check it. That's on me. It's not the car's fault. It's my fault. I should have double checked it. It gave me the warning signs. I do have it set up to send me text messages whenever it needs to be charged and it's not charging. Unfortunately, it did not send me the text. Where we live in the rural area, sometimes our cell phone signal's sporadic a little bit. So it could have been part of that. Basically what it is just a whole bunch of stuff just went wrong. But that's okay. I'm going to give this a try anyway. I could take my truck just to be on the safe side, but I want to continue this test that I'm doing. This is day 3. And I really want to see how this is going to work. Luckily, I can charge at one of my dealerships that I go to today, and hopefully I can get to the plug. Sometimes they have other vehicles in the way and I can't get to it, so it does happen. Hopefully that doesn't happen today. So I'm going to try to get that done. So when I get there, it's 93, 94 miles from where I'm at. So let's just show. All right, as you can see there, that's left over from yesterday. That shows what I used and how many miles I've driven. This is where I'm at right now. As soon as I seen that this error come up, I started charging. It had 110 miles on it. Now it's up to 142. That's been about 20, 25 minutes that it's been this way, that it's charging, maybe a little bit more. But anyway, my first, I do have 2 stops today, and one of them I can't charge yet, but it's on my way home, so I'm not sweating it. I try to get this closer to where the bars aren't white. The reason why I want to give this a try is I really want to test this car out and see. It may leave me stranded today, but I don't think so because I'm 94 miles. If I can do that, I can get to my stop and then I can get another minimum 61 miles back. The math that I kind of figured up a while ago, I should have 12 miles left over overall for the day. That being said, I did this route the other day and I ended up running instead of 188 miles, 202 because there were some added stops to my route. So hopefully I don't have those added stops today, because if I do, well, that's going to cause me problems. So let's go along for a journey today. This will be interesting to see. I've never done this before, where I haven't had more charge than what I have. I have faith in the car, and I have faith in the charging where I'm going to. So, all right, hang on, because it's going to be a fun day. Thanks. All right, thought I'd show this real quick. If the battery is truly 57 kilowatts usable, I'm getting 244 miles on a potentially full battery at 57 kilowatts. The reason why I say that is because that's kind of what they stated as. It's a 66 kilowatt battery, and we'll kind of see what that is. Part of the reason for this not quite being 250 even is because I'm getting into the hills in my journey right now, and you can see I'm kind of trending down, and that's because of the hills. So that's impacting what this range actually is over here a little bit. So I'll show it again if I happen to be paying attention when it hits 66 kilowatts, and we'll see what the mileage is then. Alright, I made it here. This is where I'm going to recharge at. It's doing pretty good. It's hitting the average of the 4.3. I have 20% left on my battery. I'm going to put it on a charge here, and their charger that they have is a level 2 charger. It'll put about approximately 25, maybe 26 miles per hour back on the car if I'm lucky. I'll probably be here for several hours anyway doing my job, so if you're curious about the time on the clock over there, yeah, it's a little later because I have 3 stops today. 2 of them are here on the same location, and 1 is in between here and my house. I stopped at that one between here and there first. Normally I stop there last. I did that because I knew I was going to need more time here to charge, and I didn't want to miss my last stop, so I did it first. Okay, that's just kind of a heads up. Just wanted to let you guys see what we got going on. I did make it. Alright, I'm ready to head back out. I got done with my work. I've been here approximately 3 hours and 35 minutes. We'll see where we're at. Looks like I got 128 miles back on the clock. When we got here, I had 44. So 84 miles added to the vehicle. And my trip is going to be 93, 94-ish miles. So we should make it no problem. Like I said, I have confidence in the car. I wasn't worried about starting with such a low charge because I knew I was going to be able to charge where I'm at. And it doesn't bother me to drive deep into the battery like this. I've done this many times as far as driving deep into the battery, but never have I left the house to start my route as low as I have with the battery range or charge that I had. So that was a unique experience for me right there. It's a learning experience, but like I said, you got to have trust in your car and know where you can charge your car. This wouldn't be a real issue if I had DC fast charge equipped on this car. Unfortunately, this car does not have that. I wanted it when I was buying the car that it have DC fast charge, but they cut me such a good deal on this particular car, I couldn't hardly pass it up. So yeah, that sucks, but my next one will have DC fast charge just for situations like this, so I can stop and get a quicker 50, 60, 80 miles as opposed to having to wait 3.5 hours. Luckily, my job allows me to do that because that's how much time I'm spending on the lots anyway. So, all right, I'm going to head on home and I'll show you what we got when we get there. All right, here we are about to hit 66 kilowatts. We just did 283.4 miles on 66 kilowatts. So that's what this vehicle is supposed to be rated at as far as capacity. You take that 4.3 times 66 and you'll come up with 283. So the car is doing the math right as far as this calculation. That's why I like this screen better than any other screen, just because it's, like I said, it's more accurate. The one thing that I wish Chevrolet would do, and I know other dealers, other manufacturers are not doing it too, is not only show me what I've used in kilowatts, but show me what I have remaining in kilowatts, please. Because that makes a big difference on how I want to drive the car deeper into the battery. So, just a tip for you car manufacturers out there for the future. So, there you go. Alright, we made it home. No problems, didn't have to have a tow truck today, luckily. I'm going to show you guys real quick how this ended up, because I got to get to the ball field. My grandson's playing ball. Alright, ended up, I got 355 miles in the last 2 days, 82 kilowatts used. Also, I'm down to 15% on my bar over there, with 36 miles left. It kind of averaged out pretty close to what I had going down, and also as far as charge and miles left to what I had when I left from the dealership to home. The percentage is about the same, it looks like. So anyway, when it gets down to 15%, your bars will turn amber like that. And let's get it a little bit closer so you can see that there's 2 different color ambers there. All right, gang. This is the end of video 3. So I look forward to starting tomorrow's video and finishing up the week. So, thank thank you guys for hanging in there today. Sorry for all this goofiness within the car, but you know what? This is perfect because this is what can happen and how you probably ought to deal with it. So there's always a way, you know. When you're looking, you'll find a way to make it work. So, all right, guys, thank y'all. Have a good night.